What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Prince Samaj, Rich Samaj. Either way it go, I'm still Samaj. It's Sunday. It's a little cloudy, but the sun is out. It's 80 degrees, and I'm feeling good right now. I'm finna head to the crib, fix me something to eat, get me a quick workout in. But let's go ahead and jump into the topic, y'all. This shit literally just crossed my mind as I was cruising down the street. So let's go ahead and speak on it. I always knew I was the black sheep in my family. I always knew I was the chosen one of my family. Even as a child, I was born premature. I weighed 3 pounds and 8 ounces as a baby. My mom said that she liked to die having me. And I was trying to come into the world at 7 months, y'all, so I already knew I was ahead of my time. Throughout my life, especially, my childhood experiences, I dealt with a lot of neglect from my parents, from my family. My mother and my biological father was on drugs. So they wasn't there a lot of times growing up. I didn't meet my real dad until I was like 11 or 12 years old. I always thought my stepdad was my real dad. So during them times as a child, I would see my mom, I would see my stepdad, but then again, it'd be a lot of times that I would get off the bus and my mom wouldn't be there, y'all. Dealing with that, it kind of traumatized me as a child. But I never really did show it out in public. Even in elementary, when defects used to pull me out of class and ask me, was my mom leaving me? Pull my sisters out of class, ask them the same thing. I never showed any sign of pain. My face card in public was always strong, focused. Even if I had a lot of pain back home that I never showed. A lot of times during them times, on the weekends, my auntie would come pick me up. And this is my great aunt at that. And I would go play with my cousins. I kind of grew up with my cousins, but during them times, man, I was getting mistreated a lot, psychologically, verbally, from my auntie. So I would think I'm leaving and escaping one crazy situation with the dysfunction of my family at my mom's house, her being in and out. My stepdad being drunk. The toxic shit that was going on amongst my grandma, my uncles, my mom, my real dad. A lot of them times, man, a lot of that shit that I was going through would have broke the average person. It's like I went through a lot of situations early in my life as a kid that made me strong later on in life. I always had a big imagination as a kid. Rather, me and my cousins would play with the toys and start our own little story modes with them, or drawing Dragon Ball Z characters at that time, or working on music, you know. And yeah, you know, we did a lot of negative shit too, bad things we had no business doing, but overall, I always knew that I stood out amongst the most. I was always the tallest guy in class, all the way up to like midway through high school. I got picked on a lot because I was the one that did music in high school, but I played football at the same time, but I was in chorus too. I stood out, y'all. I always knew I was chosen. I went through a lot of crazy death experiences, life-changing experiences, from one house to the next, staying with this family member or that friend. And I'm talking about as I was a kid, y'all, teenager. Due to the fact that, you know, my grandmother became my legal guardian over me and my sisters, you know, because of the drug addiction that my mother had during those times, you know, and my dad had those same drug addictions, you know, and even when I came and I finally moved in with my dad, my real dad, you know, I seen a lot of dysfunctional things about him, you know, the drug addictions and neglect, you know, the trauma he was taking, you know, my stepmama through at the time. I went through a lot, y'all, but I came out strong. You know, all that pressure I went through in life made me a diamond. And that's real talk. You know, a lot of people meet me and they try to figure out how old I am or where I'm from because I carry myself very well. I treat myself like royalty. I can read people from a mile away. I'm very, what they call it? I'm very discerning. I got the gift of discernment. I can read people. I'm an empath. I could be an introvert and an extrovert. I've always been a leader. I've always had people interested in me. You know, whether it was me rapping in school, me hosting a parent-teacher conference in elementary as a kid. I'm the chosen one, y'all. And even to this day, me being 31 years old, I got goals, dreams, and aspirations that I'm pursuing. And I ain't gonna fucking stop till I reach them, y'all. I got family members and certain old friends and ex-friends who mistreated me growing up. And when they see me today, man, their eyes get big. They can't look me in my eyes for too long. They can't be around me for too long because they surprised that I'm still here, I'm still standing, and the shit that I went through growing up didn't break me. It didn't break me, y'all. A lot of the turmoil, trauma, neglect, abuse that I went through, it didn't make me a nasty person, but it made me a very aware person. I don't let too many people get close to me, especially if I know they don't mean me no good. And if you don't mean me no good, you can't get next to me at all. The black sheep of my family. The chosen one. if you felt like you the chosen one in your family, you felt like you went through a lot of things growing up, a lot of adversity, a lot of times you had to adjust and adapt to certain situations, like this video, y'all. Comment and talk about some of your experiences that you went through that made you realize you was the chosen one. We're all in this together, y'all. I would love to read y'all stories and understand shit that y'all went through as well. That's why I call myself Prince Samaj, Rich Samaj. Either way it go, I'm still Samaj. Because no matter what I go through, I'm still going to stand 10 toes down. I'm still going to stand firm. I always knew I was the chosen one, y'all. I had 2 songs on the radio my 11th grade year in high school. I was the captain of the football team. I was the first one in my family to hop on an airplane right after high school and move to California. I seen Kobe Bryant with my own eyes, y'all, 2014 in Venice Beach. At the basketball court that they got on the beach. 9th grade, I rapped for the mother that played in the sister TV show back in the day when we was kids. They used to come on TV. She came to my high school my 9th grade year. I can't think of her name, but it was the mother that played in that show. You know, with Tia and Tamira, the Sisters show. She came to my high school. I rapped for her in the auditorium. In 4th grade, I hosted a parent-teacher conference. I know I said it already, but I want to go ahead and tell y'all again. I went through a lot of things behind closed doors with my family growing up, but it didn't do nothing but make me shine in public later on in life. Not even later on in life, certain times in my life, when times was fucked up, God still has light on me, y'all. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy Prince Samaj, Rich Samaj. Either way it go, I'm still Samaj. Peace.